sick. The only thing that you have to take care of guinea fowl is you have to deworm them because they're like your kienyeji chicken. They do a lot of foraging. Yeah. So for us, we normally have them at day old. We just feed them the normal chicken feed. We feed them with chick mash. And then when they reach 5 weeks, we start giving them greens. We start allowing them to forage and play around because they're close to wild birds compared to chicken.
Yes.
So we give them the freedom. Yeah. But raising them is not hard because vaccination, we only do Newcastle. They're not prone to many diseases like chicken are. They hardly get sick. If you see, the only problem with the guinea fowl, they have to be many in a group. When a guinea fowl remains one, I'm telling you that guinea fowl will not survive.
Why?
It will just make noise the whole day, go in a corner, and in the evening you'll find it dead.
Wow.
There are those birds that love companionship. So we always make sure, even when we are selling them, we have to sell a pair. They have to go as two. Yeah.
And I've seen that with the guinea fowls that you have, there's the dotted one and I've seen a plain white one. Are they different breeds?
Yeah, we have the guinea fowl that people call the kienyeji guinea fowl. It's dotted all over. And then we have one that is normally has a white chest. We normally call it the white-chested guinea fowl. You'll just see it's dotted, but it has a white chest, yeah. And then there's the purple guinea fowl. It has, when you look at it, it has some shades of purple, and its color is kind of shiny. And then we have this pure white guinea fowl. Yeah, so guinea fowl has different types.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to like raising a guinea fowl, at what, you've talked about giving it one vaccination. At what point do you give it?
We normally give ours at 1 month. We give Newcastle because Newcastle disease is a very common disease to poultry. And then if you don't vaccinate, if your chicken get it, especially for those people who are keeping them with chicken, if your chicken get it, your guinea fowl will get. Yeah. And then one thing with guinea fowl, they are good. They cohabit nicely with chicken. But I've had farmers who say when the males grow big, they start chasing the chicken. Okay, that has not happened to us. So far, we've seen them coexisting well together. Yeah.
So with the eggs that we have right now, you are holding a white one and another a brownish one.
Yeah.
Are they from the different breeds, or any of the guinea fowls can give the white or the brown one?
No, this is a guinea fowl egg, and this is a sasso egg. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for the different type of guinea fowls that I've said, we don't normally know the difference in their eggs because, like for us, we keep them all in one place. So when we get eggs, we just get them. Then when you incubate the eggs, you can be lucky to get a pure white one. You can be lucky to get the lavender. You can be lucky to get the white-chested or the normal kienyeji guinea fowl. Yeah.
And the eggs are also edible, like you can eat them.
Egg is very sweet like kienyeji.
Hey, I'm about to test some. I need to look for guinea fowl meat and egg and maybe have a taste, and maybe I can judge from there. Yeah. So when it comes to maintaining them, I remember in the chicken, the coop was raised, but for the guinea fowl is on the ground. Why is that?
Because mostly, one thing with the guinea fowl, they don't like staying down. So even if you do a raised one or a deep litter, there's no big difference. Because when they are, one thing you have to do, you must give them patches. Guinea fowl, unlike our chicken, they are more of wild birds, so they'll always be up. For us, we just did the deep litter because initially we had young chicks in this room. When we are doing brooding for the guinea fowl chicks, we normally do it on a deep litter so that they maintain the flatness of their feet. Yeah.
Okay.
And then with time we raise them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you see how when you're raising the improved kienyeji, the chicks, you have to separate them from the big ones. Yeah. Does it also happen the same for the guinea fowls?
Yeah. Ideally for the birds, all birds. You know, when you keep birds of different ages in one cage, there'll be a lot of competition. First, they'll compete for food because the young ones will not be able to feed. It will always be a competition for them, so they'll always be stressed. Another thing, they'll be bullied. You know, the big birds will start pecking on them. In case of any aggregation around, they'll peck on them. So it is always advised when you have any kind of birds, just separate them so that these young ones will have an ample time to grow. The grown-ups, and then sometimes when the grown-ups get sick, you know, the young ones, the immunity is not as good as that of the grown-up. So let's say the disease has emerged from the grown-ups, and then it attacks the young ones. It will take time for the young ones to recover. So it is always advised to just separate your flock at different ages. Yeah, no, that is why when sometimes you have chicks and then somebody tells you, oh, my chicken is not growing, or my birds are not growing, it's because there's a lot of stress. It's just like a human being. When you're so stressed, you won't perform. Yeah, it's the same thing with your birds. Yeah.
And they know that we've talked about diseases. There is, I don't know if I call it a myth, that people say that ukiwa mgonjwa and you go to deal with the chickens, that they may also get the sickness from you. Is that true?
What they normally say is not like si ati wewe ni mgonjwa, but if you know, when you go, let's talk about, maybe we are 2 farmers in this area, and then I come visit you, and maybe your birds have diseases. So when I get there, I'll handle your birds, and then I'll come and handle my birds. I'll be bringing the disease to my birds not knowingly. Yeah, that is what is normally what goes around. They normally say don't have many people handle your poultry. If you're the one who handles your poultry, just be the one. First, you'll be avoiding the stress. You know, they know. Like right now, they know there are strangers in the compound. That's why you're seeing they're so noisy and all that jumpy, especially the guinea fowls. Guinea fowls, hata watu husema ni kama security. When somebody new is in the compound, you will know. I will know. They'll start making noise, jumping around. You'll just know, something is not right. So they have very good instincts. So your birds will want you to just be the one to take care of them, so that you can reduce their stress, and then they'll be more comfortable with you because they're used to your face. So when you bring food, you'll also be able to notice, because they're used to you, you'll notice the one that is not active. But if they don't know you, all of them will run away. So you'll just say, they're scared of me. But when they know you, you'll see, why is this chicken not active today? There must be a problem. Where the others are okay, normal, but this one is not active. So it's advised to just be the one to handle
them always. And so where the guinea fowls, are they raised only for hatching and for meat, or is there anything else that you can use them for?
Some people love them just as decorative birds in the compound. Like for me, when we started keeping this one, we were not doing it commercially. I remember we went to see a friend at Thika, and then we saw them. She had the lavender and the white-chested. And I remember looking at them and I was like, these birds are so beautiful. And then I told her, me, I want just a pair. And she told me, when you take a pair, you'll take more and more and more and more, because these birds are beautiful. So some people just have them in their compounds just for beauty.
But I do not see a lot of people putting or setting up guinea fowls. Why is that?
You know, with guinea fowls, you must get a license to keep them. Because they're more of game birds than our local.
The kawaida birds are kuweka. Okay, and so when it comes to the market for both the guinea fowl and the improved kienyeji, how is the market for both of them?
The market is good, especially I've noticed people are embracing guinea fowl. Before people were scared, they used to ask you, asa hiyo ni ndege gani inakulwa? But it's like people have gotten used to it. People are now buying it. Like we get a lot of orders for eggs. We get a lot of orders for chicks. And then one thing with us, we don't sell them as a single bird. They have to be a pair.
Okay. So if now that we've gotten all the information that we need about the guinea fowls and improved kienyeji, if one wants to get in contact with you to get one of these birds, how do they do so?
We have a Facebook page. Our page is Means Virtual Room, Virtual Poultry Room, Means Virtual Poultry Room. There you can find us, you can see our birds, you can see the chicks. And then we also have another page, it's Keto Farm. If you just check Keto Farm, you'll find the page. And then our phone number is 075 36 72 952. That's Airtel. We also have Safaricom 0729 36 80 93.
Okay, thank you so much, Joy, for all the information that you've given us, and I hope that farmers continue to raise poultry. They can even come to buy birds at your farm here in Joska, Machakos County. Yes, in a different, but in Kivuka border in Nairobi within a minute. Here at Keto Farm, and we are thankful for all the information that you've given us about raising both the guinea fowl and the improved kienyeji.
Welcome.
Well, guys, that is all we had for you here today at Kilimo Diaries. We've been taught on how to raise the improved kienyeji and the guinea fowl, two diverse birds, but they've been able to bring them up to give them a market when it comes to